But the reason I wanted to jump on the phone today is there have been obviously many questions and many posts, and some people super excited about the transition of Shakeology to the Superfood formula, some people not so excited. And first I want to say that I appreciate how much everyone cares about the product we represent. I mean, it's actually really cool that so many coaches want to be leaders in this business, not just profiteers, that they want to make sure we make the best decisions possible when we improve products like the Shakeology Whey formula and take it in this direction of the Superfood formula. So, but I want to go back for a second. Well, we made a very courageous but clear decision what service we would provide people 7 years ago when we began formulating Shakeology. We wanted it to be the healthiest meal of the day, and we wanted it to not taste bad. If we could make it taste great, we would, but not at the expense of the primary goal, the healthiest meal of the day. And remember, I'm a self-professed, I was eating like a second grader, and I was like, if I could just get one thing down that would let me feel less guilty about not eating cauliflower every day, I would feel good, and I'd feel like I was progressing toward a healthier lifestyle, and I think we achieved that, and we continue to learn. Now, I don't know if you remember, but there was a fervor about a year ago over the fructose and sugar content in the first formula of Shakeology after some studies came out saying how bad fructose was. Now, at the same time, we were having conversations with our team over the effect of how the ever-sweetening food supply was desensitizing our taste buds. So we had to make a choice as a company. Do we really want to be the healthiest meal of the day, or do we want to be the shake that tastes great, is really healthy, but is still an accomplice to desensitizing the taste buds to what really healthy food tastes like, right? So while we were giving this second grade dieter, is that a word, a dose of health, I was still not moving any closer to being able to achieve an overall diet of health. Well, I want to continue to be the one company that works to move the bar for its customers so they crave sugar less and they get more from the healthiest meal of the day every day. When I look at this company, I had so much pride, and I want to see that we were the ones that had the most dramatic impact on the lives of people by making some tough choices to dramatically improve the health of our customers and coaches, even if it puts some bumps in the road. The prior formula had 9.5 grams of fructose in it per serving. Through a combination of superfoods like mostly coconut flower nectar and this Luhan Gao and stevia, we were able to take out a full 6.5 grams of fructose and achieve a flavor that in extensive testing was very close to the original and at a minimum tasted very good. The formula now has less than 3 grams of fructose in it. It's a huge improvement to achieve the flavor profile that we have without so much fructose. And with the superfoods, we actually raised the nutritional density of the shake. And you may have noticed that the weight on the bag also changed. The weight change was from a little over or a little under. It went from a little over 3 pounds to a little under 3 pounds, specifically 3 pounds, 2.8 ounces to 2 pounds, 12.5 ounces. The weight change was primarily due to the lowering of the fructose. The grams of protein per serving did not change. Now, of course, in this business, the customer is always right. So if it doesn't taste good to you, I can't tell you how it should taste or that you must like it. But I can tell you that there's an opportunity to get healthier with this shake than the prior shake. There's also the opportunity to evolve the way your taste buds perceive food, which will help change your cravings in the future. Now, that is important to me because I don't want it to just be about this shake. For me, I want my overall lifestyle to be improved by my interaction with Beachbody. And again, I understand not everyone has the goal of doing everything they can to fight disease or improve quality of life by improving the quality of your diet like I do, or developing your internal ecosystem with stuff like the Beachbody Ultimate Reset. But it's my theory that over time, for every person we lose because it doesn't taste the same, we're going to add 5 who will be grateful for our commitment to constant improvement. This has been a core value of this company since we started it, and it allows us to serve the customer without apology because this is the promise we made, to not settle for good health and great taste, but to achieve great health and do the best we can to make it taste good. This does not mean we don't hear the customer or hear what you're saying. Some people have even had an allergic reaction in some cases, possibly because we went from extracted grasses to whole grasses, which for some people they get an allergic reaction when they cut the grass. Literally, they'll smell it and they'll get an allergic reaction. So that's something that we have to look at. But it's while we take it seriously and our R&D team is researching what could be at the root of any allergic reaction, we know in our extensive testing that these formulas are exceptional in the marketplace and an exceptional value. Now, we take every comment, every bit of feedback incredibly personally with the desire to help as many people as possible. We really do. I mean, I do. It's been a rough week, actually, at corporate, and our intent here is to help our coaches and customers get healthy, and it's just never been more clear. We want to try to help people understand why sometimes change is good. Now, if you simply cannot get the benefits of the shake without the prior flavor profile, you can do like many people have been doing and experiment with it by adding some natural vanilla extract or some agave syrup, or if you like and you just want that health but you need that sweet tooth to be satisfied, squirt a little chocolate syrup in there. Do what it takes so that it works for you, but that's your choice. And how everyone gets the benefit of the most dense and valuable health benefits in one cup, with the freedom to steer your personal recipe to taste, well, that's up to you. But Beachbody will always work to provide the base that is truly a great value in terms of health, with every effort to make it taste as good as possible, not just to my taste or Isabel or Darren or any one person's taste, but to panels of hundreds with sample batches and experiments to find the right balance. But this is where we all have to work together to stay focused on the real goal here. By working together, we not only end the trend of obesity, losing weight, right, that's one goal, but we can also get our friends, families, and colleagues incredibly healthy. I'm hoping we can work together and see the potential for something beautiful and amazing with these potent formulations. I believe your body will thank you for it with better energy, regularity, and truly years of healthy living. Now, I also realize we could have made this transition easier, and I'm sorry about that. And thankfully, we have a money-back guarantee, which assures that people will not be taken advantage of in the process. But ultimately, it comes down to what we want to be as a company and how serious we are about getting healthy and fit and helping people get healthy and fit. You can focus on this issue. We can lose the momentum achieved the last few months. I suppose you can quit and decide that this way of getting people healthy was never what you were really about, and exploring this deeper is not what you're about. But you can join me now. We can raise the stake, double down on the concept of inspiring people with our commitment to getting people healthier. And it's important that somebody does this. You think the trend of obesity is bad? Wait until the other shoe drops on the trend of disease and sickness in this country. More and more people getting sicker and sicker from the foods and sugars and everything else that's the GMO, all this stuff that's crept into the food and water supply to make a buck. We're going to see more disease, more people getting cancer, more heart disease. I think over the next 10 years, people are going to be freaking out at how much sickness there is, and they'll feel cheated and used by the system that told them that everything would be okay. But you know who won't be freaking out? The people who aren't freaking out now about this shake, the people who are focused on the objective, serving the segment of society who is waking up, who doesn't want to be sick, who wants to act now to live a better life. That's who I'm trying to serve, because as a customer of my own company, that's what I expect from Beachbody. What's our role in the big picture that makes this company such a big opportunity to align with? I compare it to Google and Facebook, huge successes in new technology. Google makes its goal to organize all the information in the world. Facebook aims to assemble a directory of the entire human race. I believe Beachbody's opportunity. No, our job is to help the entire human race be healthy and fit. No other company has that focus with the same level of discipline and determination. And the opportunity is beyond any of our ability to imagine it. It is huge, and we're not kidding around about this. I'm not kidding around. I said it from stage at Summit. We are the first responders. That is not some casual euphemism. I mean it. You decide what you want to be in this, what's really important to you. Is it the money? There are faster and easier ways to make money. I know it. Is it walking through the fire of a challenge and helping people in a deep, profound way, all the way? I'm all in. I hope most of you are all in. We focus on the goal. We get after it. And let's take the concept of helping people get healthy really seriously. Have you put together an Ultimate Reset group yet? I decided that I'm going to do it again the first week of October to go into the fall with that extra surge of health. And I'd love if you would join with me and put a group together to join me. Meanwhile, with Shakeology, know that we hear you and continue to look at how we can make this formula work for us all and for as many people as possible, and still keep that promise of healthiest meal of the day. And that bag that you have with the new Superfood formula qualifies as the healthiest meal of the day. Let's focus on the health we're creating. Let's celebrate being the one company that really wants to improve the lives of its customers, and let's get out there and do it with enthusiasm, with passion, and with an absolute team spirit that refuses to give up on this. All right, thank you for giving me the time today. I'll pass it over to Sandy and everybody. Let's get out there and help people this week, and let's keep the attitude of positivity and the attitude of we are needed in this fight against obesity and disease. It's important. Okay, thanks so much.